Right guys, welcome back. We are going fishing somewhere tomorrow. We're out digging today. Look at the size of these commons, look at these. So for some of you, you already know, some of you don't, I've started another channel called the Coastal Scavenger. So on that channel we are going to be literally scavenging. Look at the size of these commons. We're going to be doing a bit of coastal foraging. Not that I really eat seafood, but we can go and find it still. We don't have to eat it. We're going to be doing bait digging. We're going to be looking for lost fishing tackle. We're going to be looking for driftwood. Literally just adventures by the sea, by the coast, by the estuaries, whatever. Look at the size of these worms. Today's mission was to come out, have a walk along the coastal paths, have a walk along some beaches that all sort of join together, and try and find some decent common lugworm. Well, as you see, you don't see common lugworm like this in shops anymore. And it's not the shop's fault, it's the diggers. They can't. We found these on a tiny little patch of sand. I'm not going to say where, obviously, because I don't. If you go over to my if you go over to my new channel, which the link will be in the description, guys. I mean, I know a lot of you already have. Don't forget to give it a sub. But you'll see what we've been up to today. There's two videos from. There'll be two videos on there from today, part 1 and part 2, and. Yeah, you'll see roughly where we are, but I mean that's enough for us. We're not going to be greedy. We're just going to take what we need. As you can see, there's a few white ragworm in there as well, which are absolutely outstanding bait. Apparently, I've never really bothered with them. They're a matchman's bait, really. It's what the match anglers use for the old dog fishing and stuff. I love them. Yeah. So I'm with T today. T's been helping me. So all we're going to do, we're going to get these in the bucket, and then we're going to start making our way back to the car and carry on filming what we're filming for our other channel. Now hopefully today, in tomorrow's video when we go fishing, so for you guys it'll be today, hopefully we'll get some fish. I still don't know where we're going to go yet, so I'll bring you back in a bit at the venue, wherever that is. Ciao! Right guys, we're here fishing. I've just watched that first bit of video back from yesterday when we was out digging and filming for our new channel. It was quite windy, so I apologise. Again, today is quite windy, but I'm sitting in my beach buddy. Although the sea looks very flat, the wind is coming from behind us. So today we're on the Isle of Sheppey. Again, travelling distance really with all this COVID stuff. As the crow flies, it ain't far from my house at all, probably 5-6 miles. Obviously with driving it's a bit further, but I'm in the middle of nowhere with no one else around me apart from my brother's here. It just so happens that Steve was here as well today. Oh, and Simon's here as well. But yeah, other than that, a bit of coincidence really. Today then we're fishing for rays. I've got the Ziplex out. Oh, that has got a pulley pennel on it, big lump of bluey. I say a big lump, it's got a half decent size of bluey on it. And I've just waded out actually where the tide was still low. We got here quite early because I'm going to film another video. I'm going to have a little bit of a mooch along, see what we can find along here. Today, foraging wise for the other channel. And then I've bought out the little Tony's tackle rod today, the little one. I got rid of that horrible reel seat that was in the thing, cut that off, so that's gone. I see it early and I thought I fancy going that, and then realised I didn't have no coasters for it or a reel seat for it. So we used the good old fashioned cable ties. Winner. So here we are, fishing with that today. I'm going to have a little play with that with the lugworm. That tip on it, look. Lovely little tip. So yeah, I'll play with that. And we'll see how we go. I'll show you rigs and baits and that in a minute. On this rod, I'm just going to use a 2-hook loop rig. What I say, with a lugworm on each, and just stick it out there and hope for the best. Right, I will bring you back then in a bit when I've sorted out a bit more, because literally I've just chucked one rod out. I wanted to get it out and then just sort of get a bit of filming done. So here we are. I'll show you around in a bit. Alright guys, I just brought you back to the other rig, just to my loop rig. Again, you've seen them. You've all seen them a million times. I've shown you these rigs, but I know there's new subscribers, so I've just thought I'd bring you back and well, I'll show you them really. These are the lugworm that we dug yesterday. Lovely sized lug. They're obviously some smaller ones because we did go back to the other patch. We dug some smaller ones, but there's some monster ones, which really good to see. It's nice to see some nice big commons again. Do you know what I mean? Tell you what, T, do us a favour. See, so polite, ain't he? What? It's just the way he was dragged up. Cop hold of that for us. Come sit round here a minute. Round here so they can see this rig and put it up. Can you see the rig, yeah?
Yeah.
Again, guys, obviously you've got the top hook, and at the top there you've got that little spring. That is not to hook fish or anything like that. It's just to take tension off the bottom hook. So although I've got an imp on there, I don't need it really because I've got that. But then I might not be using this lead next time, so that's why I put an imp. Or I have an imp on all of my rigs. This is one of Jay's rigs actually, I think. So again, you clip that bottom hook to that imp. And that comes up to that cascade swivel there with that little clip on it. And then you clip that top hook to that. And there you have it. And the reason it's called a loop rig is because you've got a loop. There you go. And then when it hits the water, the pressure from the water pushes up the imp. That didn't work, so maybe it looked like an absolute tit. But to be fair, the pressure from the water will lift the imp like that. And it still didn't work, but I can assure you it does fall apart. And then you've got the bottom hook fishing on the bottom, and then obviously the top hook will be pretty much touching the bottom, but it's not quite on there. So what we'll do is we'll clip this up again, clip that up again, and now that is ready for it to be cast. The reason we clip them up like that and don't have them flapping around, my biggest reason is it keeps the bait neat. It holds the bait in place, it doesn't flap around, the bits don't fly off. Has he got fish?
I think so, yeah.
Fish on? Oh, let's go and have a little look at that then. We've got a live fish. I'm running. Look at me.
That's a first.
What is that? Oh, do you know what? If that was a white one, I was about to jump down there and slap you. Well done, Stevie. Maddies.
Oh, of course.
The Maddie man strikes again. Well, there you go then, guys. There's bass here. So, plan is now to catch one this big. No, actually, it's this big. In a bit. Yo, yo. First chuck. It's been out there about 5 or 10 minutes, if that. Top hook. Billy. Happy days. I'm over the moon with that for the first chuck. That was on the top hook on that lugworm. And then no one needs to see the bottom fish. Because it was a whiting. Oh, I will show you, look. It's very sandy whiting now, but it is a whiting. Again, still alive. Tell you what, this little light rod is amazing. This little, it's very old, Tony's Tackle Sea Match 2000. I actually spoke to Tony. It is Tony Kerrard from Tony's Tackle in Eastbourne, and he said that that was something like 35 quid. No, 140 quid. Sorry, that was 140 quid new. And it was just a cheap little rod. And I'm sure he said they were based on the Coniflex blank. So, oh, there's a sandy bass. Right, well, I'm going to go and get these little fellas back. Lovely fish. And get some more lugworm on there and go again. Cheers, all.
Yeah.
Well, I was just over talking to Si, socially distanced, of course. And you notice my rods have gone. Look at the bed, look at that rod go, look at the tip of that rod go. But it ain't a fish. If you look out there in the water. Yeah, gladly.
There's a fish behind it as well.
Hey?
I'm pretty sure I just see a fish behind it as well.
I don't think it did. That is a duck, mate, or goose. Still want to grab it? Yeah. Take that away. Okay. Oh. Bring it in. Yeah. I'm doing my best. Doing my best. Obviously this happens to people with fishing. It's a bit pants, but what can you do? We will try not to harm him.
Someone grab hold of this line so he can't go back in the water.
Yeah, I've got that, I've got that.
You got that?
Yeah. Hang on, mate, we're going to help you out. It's only caught his wing, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't want him.
We need to come a bit further away, don't we?
Yeah, I know.
Hang on, I'll come back this way.
Do that.
Yeah? Nicely does it. Don't even know what bird it is. All I know is it's mullered my line. Look at the state of that line. Lovely. Do you know what? Before I realised it was a bird, I thought this is some ray, this. You right there, Steve?
Yeah.
Sorry about your tail getting wet, mate.
I'm not bothered about my tail. I'm not bothered about this bird.
Dedication for you.
Exactly that. There we go.
Is it away, yeah? Well done, mate.
Alright, off you
Well,
go,
on that
son.
line, Steve. On that line.
Yeah, I know. Making sure he's alright.
He's Kirsty. Right, stay tuned. There's a ray on this as well.
Oh, no. There's no way it goes, you know what to do. Might be a back.
No, not a bluey, I ain't. No. Look like if there's any gear left on it at all. Well, there we go. That'll be why my rocks fell over. Wasn't quite a fish. Come on. Oh, who am I reading? P-bag. Right, oh well, while you're there, I might show you the bluest out. So this rod now has been out here, been out twice. 6 ounce lead, it's whipping us through. There's the setup, just a little bit of bluey, a really big hook, and a hook a bit smaller. That's obviously a 5.0 sea glow, and I think that'll be a 3.0 sea glow. But to be honest, keep it and hit it. All I'll do is keep that there. Make sure you flick the lead back up. And then move over away from Pete's rod. Go underneath my other rod. Stay there. There she goes. That was a bit of excitement. With the rods going over, it's broken the cup on my tripod. I just noticed. Look, that's gone. Bloody birds. I should have wrung its neck. Luckily enough, I got. Oh, I'll pull that down there. Luckily enough, I got the centre cup. But look, it's there. Look, there's that. Cracking, literally. Lost the end coat off my diver. That's gone off as well, and now that's going to be really full of sand in there. That's going to sound lovely. That is. Is that it there? No. Oh well. Listen, this is fishing, isn't it? Costs us a bloody fortune already, and then you get birds flying your line and just wreck all your equipment. What can you do? What can you do? Right, guys, we're bringing back. We're getting more fish in a bit. So there I was, minding my own business in the bivvy, and I had this almighty bite. I've reeled in, you never guess what it was. Look, it's only a bloody stone. Look, hooked onto my lead, rattling. It's give me a look, give me a bite. How mad is that? Somewhere on the way in, I foul hooked this awful urchin. But yeah, watch out, boys. There's stones out there, giving really, really good bites. That's got a perfect hole for it. Oh look. Oh, quality. A bite from a stone, you don't catch them every day. We've had a bird and a stone now, and bass. We'll forget about the other two in a bit. Right guys, brought you back. Simon's got himself, do you know what? We might keep calling it this because it's quite funny. Simon's words, not mine. Oh, he's even giving him a clean for us as well, look, because he got them all sandy. On the bottom, he's got a nice little basslet, happy days, lovely jubbly, and then on the top hook, what's it called, Si?
A fish hunter.
It's called a fish hunter. Poxy things, happy days. So at least it's sank better than whiting. That's why we've come. That's exactly why we've come. So it'd be nice to see a ray now, wouldn't it?
Lovely.
If you could pull your finger outside and all that.
Okay.
That wind's dropped and all, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the end of Storm Christopher, I think. Yeah. Well, there you go. Let's say there's a few bass about. There's a few whiting fish hunters, as we're going to call them now, I think. But it's just nice to be out. My little setup, look. I'm going to get rid of the igloo. I don't like it, to be honest. It's too big and heavy. I much prefer my little red one. So I think she's going to go. I only bought it because everybody else had one, and I thought, oh, it weren't that. It was my uncle selling it, and I sold all his gear for him because he'd give it up. He ain't got time. He prefers his shooting, and I said, I've got to have it tonight because I didn't even know he had one. I didn't even know he had the igloo, so I thought, oh well, I'll buy that then. But no, I don't really like it. It's not a bit of me. Anyway, no more birds since the last one. I haven't had no more stones or fish hunters. We're just waiting for T now. T's the only one blanking, but he's gone down to one rod because he's blown his multiplier up. The little tit. But yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see a flat fawning one in a bit. Oh, brought you back. We've got something flat. We've got. Let me clean him off. Sounds like you just got out of the shower and you didn't pull it back. Let me clean it off. This is Stevie's little setup down here. Look. Oh, did you feel the beach wobble? Oh yeah. Look at that, Stevie. Well, let's get in. Stevie, little Garrett. Look, his Foster's all sniding down. Look. Oh, hold up. Oh, look, I've just found in the shingle. I've just found an Abu reel. Oh, that's all right. T, stick that in my box.
Down in my bag, mate.
Yeah. Oh, guess what?
Is he deep hooked?
Yeah.
Deep hooked flounder, as always. Let's have a quick look at him and then I'll shut it off and I'll try and give Steve a look at that. How big is he? Squeeze the tail, give another half centimetre.
Tail. 28, bang on.
Happy days. Well done, Steve. I need a flounder. Stop catching the flounders, let me catch one. Right, guys, we'll bring it back in a minute because Steve's obviously going to be the one that gets to catch the skate, so in a bit. Well, our water's been and gone. Tide's now dropping. Steve had that flounder up, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, half hour ago, and since then not a lot's happened. I've just reeled in my lug rod, my flapper rod, and the lugworm on it hadn't been touched. The juice was still in them. They hadn't even been deflated. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, it's all gone a bit quiet now. Well, it's just been a nice little session. We're going to give it another hour or so at least, I think, because over Sheppey, the old rays, they do tend to come on the drop. That's not to say you're not going to get them on the flood, because I've had plenty of them on the flood. But I've had 90% of my rays, I say 70% of my rays over here on the ebb. Right in dying stages and all, normally you'll get a few come through. It's very early in the year for them, to be honest. But saying that, they're here all year round nowadays, so there's always a chance of a ray over Sheppey, always a chance. They've been getting them up the swale behind us. I've heard lots of reports of somebody having 7 the other day or something. Like behind, on the back of the island in the river, swale, that obviously makes it an island, in one of the docks, so I don't know how true it is. I haven't seen them myself, but yeah, fair play to them. 7 in a session. Good session, that. As you see, the water is flat calm. It'd be nice to be out there on the sibs, to be fair. Oh, it's cold, it's dark, so it wouldn't be that nice to be out there on the sibs. And the only thing, and the other thing is, anywhere in the Thames estuary, which is this massive expanse of water in front of me, is dead. It's barren. It's just full of whiting. There might be a few dabs about. There might be a couple of flounders about. The odd dogfish. There's a few schooly bass as well, but that is it. Like, that really is it. It's just all crappy pants fish that nobody really wants to catch. We're in that transition period at the minute of just a really pants fish being around. Like I say, a couple more months, like any time now, we'll see a few places. If we get some clear water, all right, we're not going to see no clear water for the next few days off the back of this storm, but there should be some place on the south coast coming up very shortly, and then there should be some rays coming in here, but we'll see. We will see in a bit. We've got some good news. It's all about the Maddie man tonight. He's absolutely buzzing. What you got, Steve? It is a baby. It is a baby, but who cares?
I don't care. It's my first one ever.
First ray. It's got some lovely markings on that and all, actually.
It's stunning.
Absolutely stunning. Look.
Get out.
Right,
Get up.
yes, Steve.
Get up.
So Steve's first actual ray was a stinger a long time ago.
I didn't actually catch properly on my own.
No, he didn't. It had massive help from me, but happy days.
Happy days.
Oh, well, we wanted to see a ray. Now we've got one.
Look at it.
Oh, I've seen a few, mate. I'm not.
Yeah, I know, but
no, well done, dude. Well done.
there's no bite.
I've
just brought that in to change it over.
To be fair, mate, something like that, like a little fag paper. I'm joking. Oh, I'm buzzing for you, mate. You've just said you're having one more cast, didn't you? Was that the last cast?
No, it's that there.
Oh, ready to go.
That straight blue, that was.
There you go.
Get in. Got to try and get the hook out now.
Is it just sitting in the lip?
Yeah, right in the corner of his mouth.
Yeah, they are quite stiff to get off, to be fair.
Got it.
Well done, mate. Right, guys, I'm gonna get going and let Steve be happy with his ray. Get some pictures for him on his phone, and then I'm sure he'll get back in the water in a bit. Well, we're just gonna record Steve's ray going back. We just had a couple of pictures. We've been super duper quick with it. Now we're gonna get it back in the light, back in the water. Hopefully, yeah, that's what I see, mate. And hopefully we'll see it swim away. Again, look, the water's gone out that far. Look, it's gone right away from the groins. Who knows? I've packed my rod away because I was going home. But this is literally when the rays turn up. There's no water here at all now, pretty much. Hold on, Steve, wet. It's got beautiful markings on it.
It's stunning.
Beautiful markings.
Right, let me hold like that.
The problem is with these rays, when it's rough and people don't get in the water with them, I say when people don't get in the water with them, that they love to wash back up again. He'll go, Steve. He'll go. You're right. He's not going to swim away like you think. That's it. He's gone. He's gone. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Yeah, look, here's his wings flapping. Go on, little dude.
Go on.
Steve, we're still walking.
Get out. Get out. Go on.
He's going. Look at that.
Go on, buddy. Yes. Yes.
Look at him go across the surface. That.
Go on, son.
That's brilliant. And there he goes into the depths. Steve, how'd you feel, son?
Well, I feel like the first time I caught a ray, mate, but you're holding your hand. You're holding your
we're,
hand, so I'm not going to jump in your arms,
we're in the
brother.
water, and we're socially distancing.
Yes.
No, actually, you're
care about
no,
that.
stuff it. You're in my bubble.
I don't care about that.
You'd love to be in my bubble.
Stop.
Well, there you go. That is a first, actually. I don't. Oh no, we have seen me catch a first. I thought my tote, didn't I? But I'm buzzing for Steve because he's been wanting a thornback for a long time. As I say, he had his first ray was a stinger, so he was a bit spoilt. But it was nice. It's nice also that Steve got one, not massive. He's got a good chance of beating his PBs as I have. Mine's only £6 something off this beach. So yeah, it's good. But well, like I say, I was packing up. I've put my ray rod away. I've just got the lugworm rod out.
Get it back out.
No, I'm not going to bother, mate. I'm not too worried. I'm just glad we've seen one.
Yeah.
Glad we've seen one. Yeah. Happy days, guys. We'll see you soon. Right, guys, that's us done. I'm just taking my bait off my rigs and putting stuff away. It's only about sort of 10-15 minutes after Steve's just had that ray, which, to be honest, has really made my night as well as his. Reason being, I know Steve's been after a ray for a thornback ray for, I don't know, for 6 or 7 years. He's never just quite. See, thornbacks, like as much as there's so many of them around, you can come tonight and have one. Someone come tonight and have one, then come in, and then someone else can come in for the next 2 or 3 nights in a row, and there'll not be nothing. And then the night they don't come, they'll be everywhere again. They are funny creatures. Steve's just always been unlucky. And 9 times out of 10 when we've been fishing for rays, Steve's always had all the other species. Like tonight, he ain't had a whiting, and I've had loads. It's just, how does he do it? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he's like the super duper angler and every time he gets it right and he smashes it all the time, because that's not the case. But oh, that was thick. It's just certain times Steve, I don't know, he does well, and he's done really well tonight. Obviously we've had them bass as well, which are nice to see. It is better than just catching whiting, or fish hunters, or fish hunters as we now like to call them. So anyway, thanks all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like I say, it's just something a bit different. It's very difficult at the minute filming the videos, not being able to really travel anywhere. Today we've probably gone further than what we're supposed to, but there's no one around for miles. I suppose it still ain't the point, but it's not like I've travelled to Chesil. So, quick recap. Please don't forget to check out my other channel, the Coastal Scavenger. I will leave a link in this description, and I will, and I'll never normally do, but this time I will, because I really need you guys to check it out. There's a couple of videos on there already. The first one was literally just me and Betsy and Charlie, my youngest daughter, having a little mooch, just having a little walk around, seeing what we can see, just having a little chat about what the channel's going to be like. And then I put a video on there yesterday as well, and that was me and T. Actually, we was out yesterday digging the bait for today, as you saw at the beginning of the video. which was quite good fun. We found a few other things as well. We found dinosaurs. That was a lie. We didn't find dinosaurs. We found, what did we find?
Shark
Shark's
teeth.
teeth. That was it. We found shark's teeth and other bits and bobs. I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you could do me a massive favour and get over there and give it a like, give it a sub. I want to try and hit 1,000 subs. Obviously, what I want to do, it's a little bit of a, well, it's not a secret, but because Kev will watch this, but obviously you all know my mate Kev, Angling Anxiety. He hit his 1,000 subscribers on New Year's Eve. I think he's up to about 12 or 1,300 now. Now, all right, he's been working bloody hard trying to get there, and obviously we've helped him because obviously we've sent subscribers his way as well. Plus he's got his own subscribers for his own reach, which he's done really well at. I think he was already on about 600 or 700 before I sort of mentioned it, so he was almost there. But I'm now in a bit of friendly competition with Kev, so I want my subscribers to get over there, and I want to try and beat Kev. It's a massive ask because I need like another 1,000 to beat him, and I don't want to do it because I want more subscribers than Kev. I just want to try and get up to the same level as Kev, and I want to try and build our two channels together and see how we can do it, and just see if it works out the way I want it to work out. As I mentioned before, at the minute this is my only income because of coronavirus. Work's been dead with Kieran, so I've been laid off. So if you could give it a like, give it a sub, give it a share, do what you can. Everything at the minute is going to help me out until I find some more proper work, because as we know, YouTube pays, but it don't pay the bills, not with my lot anyway. So that is the end of that. Don't forget, the Coastal Scavenger is my new channel. Please get over there, give it a sub, give it a like, and like this video. I'm going to stop begging that. Love you all. In a bit.